What if I told you that you already have exactly what you want most? You might immediately think that cannot possibly be true because there are probably things in your life that you desperately want to change. I totally get that. But today's lesson asks us to look deeper. If we truly want the peace of God, why do we keep choosing things that cost us our peace? Maybe the real question is not whether or not you want peace. Maybe the question is, what do you want more? So today's lesson is, I want the peace of God. That is lesson 205 in A Course in Miracles. And most of us would immediately say, yes, absolutely, that's what I want. Of course, I want peace, inner peace, constant peace. But then someone criticizes us and right away the peace is gone. And being understood becomes more important than the peace. I want you to start making that correlation. What becomes more important than the peace? Someone disappoints us, and getting them to change becomes more important than peace. Something happens that we cannot control, and getting the outcome that we want becomes more important than the peace. So that's where the lesson becomes practical. The Course is not asking whether we like the idea of peace. It's asking what we actually choose when our peace is challenged. So let's take this to the Metatransformation Method. So the first step is to recognize the trigger. Notice the moment your peace disappears. Let's say someone says something you don't like, or you receive a difficult email. A plan changes automatically without you realizing it. You feel ignored, judged, or rejected. Now, before you judge the moment, just notice it objectively. I just feel ignored in this moment. I just felt rejected. I don't like that email that I just got. Just notice it. Simply recognize that you have become disturbed. The second step is to regulate the nervous system. So before trying to solve the problem, just pause. Stop. Become mindful of the present moment. Become mindful of the experience that you're having in the body. Take a slow, deep breath. And in your exhalation, relax the body. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, relax the jaw. Feel your feet on the ground. It's so important to feel grounded. And from that place of relaxation, from that place of self-regulation, remind yourself, you do not have to react immediately. You can just notice the trigger. This creates space between what happened and what you choose next. And that gap is so extremely important. In that gap, you would go into the third step, revealing the ego's story. Now, this is the question I want you to remember from today's lesson. What do I want right now more than I want peace? And just be honest with yourself that if you are feeling so strongly about something that does not feel peaceful, that feels disturbing, it's because you value that thing more than peace. So maybe you want to be right, and that's what's causing you to feel disturbed. You value the need to be right more than peace. Maybe you want an apology. You value the need to get an apology more than your own sense of peace. Let's say you want approval or you want control or certainty. You value these things more than an innate sense of peace. These are obstacles to your peace that you are placing importance to, and the more importance you place in them, the less you will be able to feel peace. So maybe you want certainty. What then? Maybe you need the situation to turn out exactly the way you imagined. What then? The ego tells us that once we get what we want, then we can finally be peaceful. Once this person changes, I can be at peace. I just need them to change. Once I get the outcome I want, I can be peaceful. Peace is always always on the other side of a condition. But what if that is precisely why peace feels so difficult to find? The fourth step is to receive the miracle. So bring the Holy Spirit to the situation. You might simply say, Holy Spirit, I thought I needed this in order to be at peace. Help me to see what I truly want. Help me to see things differently, to perceive things differently. Help me to let go of placing so much value on the need to be right or in control or approved of. Then I want you to remember today's lesson. I instead want the peace of God above all else. You don't have to force yourself to feel peaceful. This isn't about manufacturing peace. This is about taking away the obstacles to something that's innately yours. Just become willing to mean those words. I want the peace of God. The miracle does not require the situation to change. The miracle is to change the perception of the situation. You begin to recognize that another person does not possess your peace. Your job does not possess your peace. The outcome you are waiting for does not possess your peace. You possess your peace. The fifth step is to respond from your true identity. Ask yourself what you would do next if peace were more important than winning the situation. What would be the next thought, the next loving thought? What would be the next loving action? Choosing peace does not mean becoming passive. I want you to hear me. It does not mean that you're not going to seek clarity, or you may need at times to say no and to have a boundary. Absolutely. But you can choose to express that boundary from a place of peace. You may have to make a difficult decision, but there is a difference between taking action from peace and reacting from fear. It's not conditioned and it's not conditional. One is guided. The other is driven by just your normal autonomic responses to our own ego story. The sixth step is integration. So at the end of the day, ask yourself where you traded your peace for something you thought you needed. Then ask where you chose peace instead. Maybe you started writing an angry message and you just stopped. Why am I allowing this to take away my peace? Maybe you became defensive but decided to just listen. Why am I giving away my power to someone or something else? Maybe you caught yourself worrying about the future and returned to the present. Those moments matter. That is how spiritual truth moves from something we understand into something we actually live. And that is metatransformation. There's one final idea I want you to consider. The ego makes choosing peace feel like a sacrifice. It tells us that if we choose peace, we might lose. We might not get the last word. Someone might misunderstand us. We might have to release an outcome we desperately wanted. But what are we actually giving up? We're giving up the belief that something outside of us must change before we can be at peace. That's not sacrifice. That's instead freedom. So today, when you notice yourself becoming upset, ask one question. What do I want right now more than I want peace? There's one thing that you got out of this lesson, is that question, because the brain will start to find an answer that would be otherwise not noticed. If you ask yourself, what am I valuing more right now than peace? Don't condemn yourself for the answer. It's okay. You're revealing the answer. All things must be revealed before they're forgiven in A Course in Miracles. Bring it to the Holy Spirit and become willing to choose again. So for today's reflection, share in the comments what you are most likely to choose instead of peace. Is it being right, approval, control, certainty, or getting the outcome that you want? Those are the big ones. So if this lesson helped you, please like the video, share and subscribe to future videos. And yes, don't forget to let me know in the comments. And we will see you next time for lesson 206. Remember that when your peace seems to disappear, you have not failed. You have discovered another opportunity to choose again. Choose again. I want the peace of God. And today, I am willing to choose it.